Hi lovelies, and welcome back to this channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda Stranad and here is Belly's Tick Gist. Don't forget to please subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications so that anytime I upload a video you will be the first person to be notified. And to my returning subscribers, thank you so much for all the love and support. To those people that share my videos, leave commentaries, and also educate you guys are the real MVP. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Alright lovelies, let's dive into the video. So guys, I came across this video on my For You page on TikTok, and I thought to share with you guys where this pan-colored woman actually said the obvious as a result of Beyonce releasing a country music, and this actually got a lot of people reacting to it. I'm just gonna roll the clip as well as some of the stitches I was able to put together. Please leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of the video, and do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment, or whatsoever. We're just here for educational purposes. Alright lovelies, let's dive into it.
Have you watched the most racist video of 2024? A white nursing student made a video talking about how black people cannot make country music, and this is in regards to Beyonce's new country album. This nursing student clearly states that Beyonce's not country because even though her grandma and grandpa were the ones out in the farms, they weren't planting, they were picking. Here's the worst thing. She wasn't quiet about her racism. She was open, she was bold, and she was thorough. Most racist people hide and don't show their faces. At least this one is open, and we know what she looks like, we know where she lives, and we know what school she goes to. But let me show you the video.
I'm sorry, but if you're black, you're not country. I don't care. And I wish I meant that in the nicest way. But babe, I know you were raised in the country, or your grandparents were, I guess, your great-granny and grandpas, but they was picking, okay? They wasn't planting. Just keep that in mind. They wasn't making money. They was getting sold for money. You ain't country.
And we sit there and say that things are not about color. Meanwhile, we still have people basing things off color because she thinks that she can gatekeep country just because she's a Caucasian woman. Girl.
So Beyonce released Cowboy Carter, her country album, and it's doing very well. But some people have a problem with it. It's okay if it's not your cup of tea. Like maybe you don't even like country music. What's not okay is if you think the problem is that black people don't belong in country music.
I'm sorry.
She said that with her whole chest, posted it on Beyonce's internet, and thought everything was going to be okay. We're going to get back to her. But let's get this out of the way. Country music would not exist without black people. If you knew anything about the genre that you claim to care so much about, you would know that hillbilly music, which is what became country music, was directly inspired by the spirituals and field songs of black slaves that they have been creating and singing for hundreds of years. But I'll go one even better. The banjo is a black instrument. The modern-day banjo is a descendant of the West African instrument made from gourds called the akonting. When enslaved persons were taken from Africa to America, their instruments came with them. For 400 years, enslaved people created their own music, hymns, spirituals, and field songs, all with roots in African music. Accordingly, in the 1840s, the banjo was seen exclusively as a black instrument. It was unheard of for a white person to play the banjo. No black people, no country music. But apparently, Ozza Banton, the Indiana State University student who made that video, didn't get the memo. And I've had a bunch of other students from that school reach out to me because she posted this right after that album was released. And literally 2 weeks went by and Indiana State University didn't seem to have shit to say about it. Now, the other day, they did finally kind of say something about it. They put a statement buried at the bottom of the student newsletter that basically said, we're aware of a video, we're monitoring it, does not align with our personal views. Guess what? The students who have been reaching out to me, that's not enough for them. That's why you had protests on campus yesterday. And I think you can expect a lot more until you take some sort of real action and make a real statement and draw a line in the sand that says if you're going to think and act this way, you can find another school to attend.
They was picking, okay? They wasn't planting.
Racism is a public health issue. So let me tell you why we as black nurses have to be 20 times better. It really saddens me that the majority of nursing content on this app is surrounded by the aesthetics of nursing, because we got real problems such as things like this. We absolutely need more black healthcare providers. It's people like this that's slipping through the cracks that don't give a rat's tailbone about us. I've seen it firsthand, and I've advocated for my patients to the point of tears. Standing by and actually watching this and seeing this happen is so frustrating, especially when you can't do anything about it because you're just a nurse. Racism in healthcare leads to poor patient outcomes, delays in patient care, misdiagnosis, sometimes even death. And it's not just a black people problem, it's black people, Hispanics, Middle Eastern, you name it. Whenever I'm precepting a student, whenever I'm talking to nursing students, I always tell them that you have to be 10 times better than the rest. We have to know what we're doing, not only because they think we're dumb when we walk in the room, but we need to know enough to be able to advocate for our patients, especially people that look like us. People of color symptoms are often overlooked and we're just called anxious or dramatic. That's why I get so annoyed with the discourse on this app. Like, let's stand for something. We got to start uplifting and encouraging young black healthcare professionals to be better. If you see them and they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing, then pull them aside and as a sister, uplift them. We have to learn how to lift as we climb instead of being crabs in a bucket. Because y'all are overshadowing the real problems. And as for this young lady, this girl, Indiana State University, I am just infuriated with the way that this has been handled. You cannot fix racism. She shouldn't be a nurse.
That video. Her name is Asa Blanton, and she goes to Indiana State University. Now, a lot of people were wondering if Indiana State University would make a statement on this. It looks like they kind of did. This statement was released the other day. It was buried underneath a newsletter. It states that they're monitoring the situation, and they also stated that their views do not align with the person who made that video. Now, apparently that was enough for the students at Indiana State University, because there were protests there the other day. Hopefully, actual disciplinary action will be taken on that girl, because what she said was disgusting. Now, if there are any more updates, I'll let you know about it. But tell me, what do you guys think of this? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like this video, make sure to share this with friends and give me a follow.
So I want to make one final video because I was contacted by another person who knows the situation and whatnot. So she, as I said, is not in the nursing program. She is in pre-nursing. That's her major. Or was. I'm not sure what her status is as a student anymore. But it was pre-nursing. It is not nursing. She is not a member of the nursing program yet, or wasn't, rather. Because I keep seeing people post about her being in the nursing program, and the thing is, she's not. But people are right in their regard to think the way they think about what she could potentially do as a nurse with those type of thoughts.
No. On behalf of all nurses, I'm going to say we don't want you. We don't want you in our profession. There's no room for racism, homophobia, bigotry, Islamophobia, anything. There's no room for that. You got to be able to take care of people of every race, religion, orientation, anything and everything, everyone, with compassionate care. And you can't do that. We don't want you.
Everybody meet Asa. Now Asa has gone viral for all the wrong reasons. And I got her on the phone. But let me break down why she went viral in the first place before we get into that. She said, I'm sorry, if you're black, you're not country. I know you were raised in the country, or your grandparents were, but they was picking, okay? They wasn't planning. They wasn't making money. They were getting sold for money. All of that because Beyonce dropped the country album. Now I tried to call her daddy.
Hey, this is Donovan. Sorry, can't take your call right now. Leave your name and number, and I'll get back with you.
And her mama.
This is Sonia. Leave me a message, and I'll get back to you. Thanks. Bye.
But they were smart enough not to answer. Let's see how smart you are.
Hello.
Yeah, hi. Is this Asa?
Who's calling?
Well, hello there. Now, I immediately brought up her viral video.
About the current situation and everything that's going on. Obviously, I know you're fully aware of it.
I really don't want to speak on this topic.
Oh, all of a sudden you don't want to speak now, huh? Don't worry. I'll get it out of you.
I understand that. I understand where you're coming from, but I just don't really feel like it's smart for me to comment on something without a lawyer present because it's just going to continue to get twisted up.
What would get twisted up?
The story.
What about the story would get twisted?
The entire thing, just like everything else has gotten twisted so far. I just don't feel like I need to comment on it anymore because it just keeps getting twisted and I just don't feel the need to
Like seriously, lovelies, this is actually coming from a proposed nurse, like somebody that will actually, graduate after graduating, and she will become a nurse. And now we are asking ourselves, why is it that we have a lot of rare and cis in the healthcare system? Why is it that black people are actually treated, very poorly in terms of, healthcare system? We keep on complaining and like, why is it so? Why be white? All of these things started from the background. Just imagine someone like this, all because Beyonce released an album, a country music, and she was like, okay, Beyonce is releasing a country music, and she do not think that black people owned or invented country music. That why would black people invent a country music when they are, or when their ancestors were only in the field picking cottons? So where is the country that they own that will warrant them to actually own or invent a country music? Like seriously, all I see here is someone that is jealous, is someone that is self-hate, is someone that dislike, us. Like, why will you comfortably come up here and spew this? And when you are called out now, this is when your white woman tears will play another trick. Like, these people are just first to come out and spew whatever slow they want to spew. And when you are called out, when you become, or when you go viral, then you will come with a pity thing. Oh my god, you guys do not understand what I mean, blah blah blah. But just look at what you're saying. Is she actually in her right frame of mind saying stuff like this? Like, when I saw this video, I was like, what is she talking about? Coming from a young girl. Like, do you know why Ray and Sis is not going to be abolished so soon? Because even in our household, we have actually taught our offspring on how to be Ray and Sis. Like, how will you just dislike somebody that you have not even come across, or you have not actually had any kind of one-in-one thing with? You will just dislike this person because of the color of this person's skin. Like, there's a video I posted on this channel with Dixon White explaining the reason why she felt that, okay, pink colored people dislike black people. It's just the way that they are brought up to it. Like, they growing up, automatically they will just tell you that, oh, these folks, they are the bad guys, they are the people that you should avoid, they are like, they have all sort of negativity in them. So because of this thing that your parents must have told you, when you see this person, automatically you have assumed that this person is a bad person without even getting close to this person. So this lady, who happens to be a student that must have at least educated herself about Ray and Sis, or about what is actually going on in the society at whole and or at large, she decided that she ought to educate herself to know about maybe country music, get her own verification before coming out online to actually spew this, without even forgetting that, online, like, internet is something that can never forget. Even if you delete your video, do whatever you want to do with your video, people have already staged it, and this will continue being here until when you learn to correct yourself. Like, this actually remind me of a video I staged. I think that was in my Belinda's channel, where these teenage girls were doing some kind of blackface, and their parents was just there looking at them and smiling with them. Like, you cannot call your offspring into action. Like, this thing you're doing is not right in the society and the eyes of God. Like, they have seen it as a norm to allow their offspring to do whatever they want to do, because themselves are even Ray and Sis, and they enjoy seeing their offspring do the same thing that they do. Like, how could you as a student come up here to spew stuff like this? And when you are called out, you want to come with all your white women shenanigans and all of that. What kind of jealousy is this? Like, You never invented nothing. Where is the country? You guys never owned any country. You were just all in the field picking cotton. Like the audacity for me. And when we ask for reparation, they will give you 1,001 reason why they feel that the reparation should not be given to black people, but other people actually received reparation. Like, seriously, in 2024 we still see something like this, and you are telling me that there is nothing like rape and this is something that happened in the past. It's something that, oh my god, it's 400 years back. What are you bringing it up, bro? This is the reason why we often bring it up. This is the reason why we call these people out. This is the reason why we want to keep on talking about it, because we want it abolished. But no, it's not even possible, no matter how we call out, talk, and all of that. No, it's even possible because the amount of carrying and the way they deal with our black men have actually drastically reduced. Like, seriously, this lady now will end up graduating. After that, she will become a nurse or something. Then, how do you think that this person will actually attend to a black patient? Like, just imagine as a black patient, she attending to a black patient. What do you think? This is why we have whatever we have in the healthcare system. The way they they treat us as melanated people. Seriously, lovelies, this is totally not acceptable. Coming from a student, a nursing student that is supposed to, she was supposed to be serving different colors and races of people. But no, look at her being racially all over internet, showing her real self. Can you entrust yourself with this kind of person in the medical field, in the healthcare system? She's probably gonna do whatever she's preaching here. Anyways, lovelies, why don't you leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. And do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment, or whatsoever. We're just here for educational purposes. So please share this video, subscribe to this channel if you are yet to do that, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one.